before anyone asks, no, this is not the same shirt I wore yesterday. This is actually a different shirt. The reason why I'm wearing red has to do with the fact that for, well, Christians, this weekend is Pentecost, and we were asked to wear red this weekend, so that's why I'm wearing red. That's about as far into detail as I'm going. Good morning, happy Sunday, everyone. Let's get to my low behind my act of kindness. Actually, you can tell it's a different shirt because it has this logo on it. Yeah, the red shirt I wore yesterday was a Joseph A. Banks shirt. This is a different shirt. Yeah, that didn't have a logo on it. This actually has a logo up here. Anyway, my low behind my act of kindness. Yeah, yesterday the weather was not good. It was actually probably the most cold and miserable it's been in a good while. You know, it's bad if, like, you have to turn on the heat in your car as opposed to the air conditioning at this time of year. And, yeah, I would say I do kind of miss being up at the lake at this time of year, but you know what? Not going up to the lake actually gives me a whole different perspective. It really does. I mean, just on Friday alone, I actually went to Glass Fest, which I never really get to do because I go up to the lake that same weekend. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I actually thought about going to Glass Fest yesterday too, but given the weather, I'm like, perhaps it's probably not the best idea. I mean, it's a good idea on paper, but that's probably where it should stay. So naturally, I had to sort of improvise what I was going to do yesterday in terms of anything that was going on. And thankfully, there were some things that went on yesterday that was great. I finally got my if you saw the short on YouTube, I got my Watermelon Feta Salad from Honor Roll. Yeah, buddy. Oh, man, it was so good. It was such a good Watermelon Feta Salad. Oh, my gosh, I can't wait to have another one. Let's see. Got to hang out with my parents and my nephews last night. Got to watch some hockey. Got to watch the Knicks win. Wait, did the Knicks win? Shoot. I remember the Knicks were winning last time I looked. This is embarrassing. Come on, did the Knicks win? Who won? Okay, okay, yeah, the next one. Hooray! Wow. I think we might actually get, right now I'm thinking it's going to be OKC and the Knicks in, the NBA Finals. Man, I would listen, city of New York, great city, but sports-wise, I think it's been like 2012 since anyone brought back home a championship to that city. Shout out to the Eli Manning and the Giants. Yeah, man, I would love to see the Knicks go out and win. Again, there was hockey last night. I also went to like a 90s dance that was going on at Illegal. Shout out to Illegal Tap House. So yeah, I did a lot of stuff. More on that in a minute. And let's see, what's my act of kindness? Oh, my act of kindness was I helped my parents watch my nephews for a little while. It was actually a lot of fun. Unfortunately, like, there's a lot of really good shows on, like, for kids, but there are strict rules about, like, not letting my nephews watch any of that stuff. Honestly, I have no idea why. Especially when, like, Seriously, I'll turn on like a Disney movie for them, and I'm told like they're not allowed to watch it. It's a Disney movie. What's going on? Seriously, Finding Nemo was on yesterday on Freeform. Yeah, surprisingly, the Freeform channel still, in fact, does exist. It's on channel 122 in my area. Yeah, you know, like a cable package. Yeah, Freeform, channel 122. Anyway, Finding Nemo was on. They're not allowed to watch Finding Nemo. What? It's Finding Nemo, dude. Anyway, I didn't really stay long. I went to the 90s party, which was actually a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, I guess it really does go to show that, you know, a lot can happen I mean, I kind of knew this would happen if there was ever a Memorial Day weekend or a weekend in general where I don't go to the lake, there would be something going on that I'm so glad I would have been able to make. Like, this weekend, for example, every time we go up to Keuka Lake, we miss Glass Fest. I finally got to go to Glass Fest this year, and it was awesome. And believe it or not, that happens a lot. There's going to be something going on in, like, this area on the weekend, but I'm up at the lake, so I never really get a chance to go. I mean, could I just simply stay here and then go to the lake afterwards? Yes, I could, but it's kind of like a mixed bag, if you will, because I only get so much time every year to be up at Keuka Lake before, you know, normally we close, although actually I have no idea if my parents are going to sell their house. I don't know if they are going to close, but that's the long and short of it. I hear a bell ringing. That's cool. Oh, hold on. Ah. Okay, so funny story about me. One of my favorite Disney movies ever is Robin Hood, and that one scene when things are getting pretty grim. Friar Tuck rings the church bell, and because everyone's in jail, no one's going to be coming to church. And Friar Tuck's like, well, maybe hearing the church bells would give them some comfort. Basically, anytime I hear like church bells like that, there is a sense of comfort I get from that. And, well, I could hear the church bells. You guys probably won't be able to unless you like really mess with the sound quality of your viewing experience. Where was I? Right, I was talking about this was always a problem going up to Keuka Lake because, remember, this would be before, you know, social media and smartphones and all the other stuff existed. Like, and I shared this story before. Once summer began, I quite literally saw no one that I knew until the next school year began. I'm serious. Like, no one. No one from St. Mary Mother. No one from Portland. Like, no one. So, as much as I really didn't like going back to school on the first day, there was something nice about seeing all those familiar faces again. And again, there's no social media. No, we didn't even have internet access up there until I was in my 20s. So, we really didn't have anything going on. Like, whatever was going on, you definitely miss some things. But that's not to say like it was all bad. I mean, I definitely have some good memories, and you know what? With the new cottage being built, there's about to be even more memories that I can't wait to make. Also, I definitely want to be a little more assertive when it comes to wanting people to visit. I should. My one big, because there's like a lot of people I know for a fact would have loved to check out our place before they tore it down and then we started building a new one. And sadly, without, photo, except for like, old photos, they're not really going to get a chance to see much. But, this new cottage, I think it's going to be a new beginning for my parents, for my brother, my sister-in-law, my 3 nephews, for me. It's going to be a new beginning. Well, here's it. It's a new, beginning in terms of, really more for my parents than for anyone else in my family. I mean, oh, sure, for sure. If I have an opportunity to make videos up there, I'm definitely going to do it. In fact, and I think I've shared this before, with my parents being up there year-round, and the opportunity for visits on holidays I wouldn't normally be up at Keuka Lake for, like Halloween or Thanksgiving or Christmas. It presents a lot of really great video opportunities. Seriously, I could very well make a video on my family's cottage dock on Christmas morning if the opportunity presents itself. That'd be really cool. I mean, since I've been lately going to church on Christmas morning, not really an option necessarily, but you know what? It's there. The ideas are there. And not to mention, the very few times I've ever been up at Keuka Lake when it's not the summer, well, not that anyone else needed to hear this, but it's beautiful up there year-round. You just, temperature differences and such. I mean, to see all the trees from the other side of the lake as, different colors as the leaves are turning, or how barren the trees are in the wintertime, you can clearly see the snow that's, on the hills in the distance. It's really cool. It's even more astounding when you stop to consider the fact that it's not very often that specifically my family's part of the lake doesn't really get iced over, if that makes sense. I mean, normally you'd have to go to Keuka College to see the lake frozen over. I know this because there are students at the Keuka College that'll do wind sailing, or make ice boats, put boats on ice and kind of you skate on that and stuff like that. There are people that ice fish or ice skate. That'd be pretty cool. There's probably some diehard hockey fans that play hockey. They do that at Trinity Pauling when their pond freezes over. Which reminds me, shout out to the class of 2026 at Trinity Pauling, who just graduated yesterday. Believe me, to this day, I'll never forget the day I graduated from Trinity Pauling. And I imagine the weather you had yesterday was a lot better than the weather was here. Actually, I remember my day all too well. It was a beautiful, warm day. It was the Sunday before. It was weird. We had the graduation ceremony on a Sunday. Didn't really listen. I should say, to this day, I'll always be thankful for everything Trinity Pauling gave to me and did for me, and I will always speak of the praise of Trinity Pauling. But on the day of graduation, I really was just as happy to finally leave when it was over. Because listen, pretty much every student that's ever been to school understands school does provide a lot for you. Not just in terms of education, but making memories that last forever. But when you first graduate, yeah, you're definitely all too happy to be like, bye, see you never. Well, I'm not really that cruel. I mean, I definitely thought that, but I could never abandon Trinity Poly. Or Horseheads for that matter. And I never will. Although now I think about it, I should probably do something about Gettysburg College. I don't know. That's a video for another day. The video for right now is just simply, yeah, it is a little, I am a little bummed that we're not at Keuka Lake. But you know what? Given the weather yesterday and what the weather's like today, that might actually be for the best. And plus, there was a bunch of stuff to do here. So I am perfectly happy and content. And I'll be just as happy and content when I'm up there on Keuka Lake and you guys see the lake behind me. You see me jump in the water, dry myself off, wrap a towel, wearing sunglasses. Trust me, I'll be just as happy to do that too. And I'll make sure you guys are there every step of the way. Because it would be rather cruel for me to not do that. I hope you liked this video. If you did, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video for all of you guys watching. Joe for the Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Remember, if you guys want to talk, we're here to lend you always back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.